What's up YouTube? Capital G here, looking at the final MagiBullet monster. This is MagiBullet Shooter Wild coming out of Spirit Warriors. Once again, if you guys are unfamiliar with Spirit Warriors, maybe you've been living under a rock and what MagiBullets are. Spirit Warriors are going to give us the MagiBullet archetype, going to give us more Six Samurai support cards, and going to give us the Weathery archetype. MagiBullets are easily the most competitive and just the overall best of the three archetypes that we're going to be getting in this booster set. The archetype is so freaking crazy. It's column based and it kind of revolves around just being able to constantly +1. It's like MagiSpecters, but even better because it doesn't have some of the pitfalls of the deck. But yeah, this is a nice utility card. Unfortunately, it just kind of seems like it's going to be a little unnecessary considering all the ways that MagiSpecters have a plussing and all the tools that they have at their disposal and all the resources that they can kind of rack up in the first couple of turns. So this guy, much like a lot of the, much like the entire archetype, is light and he is Fiend, just like Fabled. He's level 4, 1700 attack, 900 defense. Him being level 4 is very important. And honestly, it kind of tells me that Konami was taking this archetype seriously, because if this was a lesser archetype, Konami would have done something dumb like making this guy like level 5 or some shit. But him being level 4 means that you can get him straight from the deck from Ties of the Brethren, or if you just run like one copy, that means that you can normal summon this, use Ties of the Brethren, and get your more important cards. Because I don't really think that you need this card. I just think maybe if you're going to run it, one copy would be best. So even the way people are building this deck is very similar to MagiSpecters. So obviously, the first effect is built into all the MagiBullet monsters. It's basically their theme. You can activate MagiBullet spells and traps from your hand during either player's turn. That is their theme. It's incredibly good, being able to activate your traps and your quick plays from your hand during your opponent's turn and never have to actually commit those cards onto the board so that they stay safe and protected in your hand away from the Cosmic Cyclones and the Twin Twisters of the world. The second effect is his unique effect, which all of the MagiBullet monsters have. If a spell/trap card is activated in this card's column, you can target 3 MagiBullet cards in your graveyard, shuffle all 3 of them into your deck, draw 1 card. So essentially, it's a Digusto Emerald for the theme of MagiBullets. And while that's cool, it's not a card that you really want on the board turn 1, because I mean, I've seen MagiBullets and I've seen when they really pop off. It's not an archetype that really cycles through its cards all that much in the first turn or two, because all of the spells and traps in the archetype are hard once per turn. So you're really not racking up that many spells and traps in the graveyard. Maybe by turn 3 this card will be live, but at that point it's like you're doing all of that work just to try and get like 1 drawback. Like, that's not even that important, especially when you compare it to all the advantage that this archetype can make, like inherently using all the dummy spell cards that people have thrown into the deck, cards like Upstart Goblin and Table of Contents, cards that are basically just in the deck to activate the effect of the MagiBullet monsters. They just want to give you other cards and kind of be used to proc these guys' effects. So I mean, this is an excellent late game card. And let's see, hold on, okay, but I was just actually reading. I was like, wait a minute, is the second effect not a hard once per turn? Because that would be fucking stupid if it wasn't. It is a hard once per turn. I just kind of glossed over that. But yeah, ultimately, I think that this card is unnecessary. I do think that if you're going to run it, which I'm not saying it's a bad card or anything like that, I think that you just run 1. It being a level 4 means that it has tons of synergy with Ties of the Brethren, which are already running. But yeah, maybe just 1 or 0. I don't think you actually need it. A lot of times the deck will snowball so hard by turn 3. You have so many spells and traps. Your opponent is really not controlling that many cards on the board, and then you just overwhelm them with a whole bunch of like weenie ass monsters. So let me know what you guys think. It's kind of odd that you get an excellent card here, but it's just, I don't know, if this was in another archetype, then I could see it being useful. Like, actually, this would be better for something like MagiSpecters. I know I keep making those weird comparisons, MagiSpecters and MagiBullets, but they are so similar. This card would actually be better in MagiSpecters because they do go through their spells and traps really quickly. MagiBullets have that hard once per turn, so they don't really burn through their spells and traps as quickly as that deck. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already. This video has been brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at audible.com/MegaCapitalG. Over 180,000 titles to choose from on your mobile device. I'm listening to the amazing I Can't Make This Up by Kevin Hart. Link in the description.